Councilor Rivera.
Thank you. I think I gotta address the part where the insinuation of unethicalness. It was just not too long ago where people were offended because they were called a liar, but now the accusations of someone being unethical is being thrown around. It's interesting to me how, on one end, it's not fair when things are done in your direction, but on the other end, you're easily willing to do it to someone else. The irony in this is amazing to me, but I think that I just want to put it out there. I'm not giving myself a raise because I could potentially lose. Not giving the mayor a raise, not even trying to give the mayor a raise. If you actually go back to the meetings and you look at how many times we met on that particular issue, it's been a long time. And we've been meeting for many, many times. Never came out of committee because we wanted to get it right. Make sure that when we presented it to you guys, to the full council, it'd be able to be presented to the full council with the correct information and all the stuff that's needed. But there's a game being played where procrastination is being put back and back and back. The same thing is happening with municipal finance. It's a game being played. And if we really are about the people, we don't play games for our own political gain. We play games to help the people, if that's the case. If someone if someone wants to run for mayor because it went up to 130, ideally you'd think that you don't want that person as a mayor. They're only going for the job for the money. They're not actually doing it to actually be the mayor of the city. If you're looking at the salary, I think for me it's, did this particular individual want to run for mayor? Would that salary be good for them to run for mayor? Is that the reason why? I guess there's a lot that sticks out to me when it comes to anything that has to do with moving the community forward. I just saw the other day a post where someone was saying, "Oh, we're doing this right with the schools and all this other stuff." Technically, to my understanding, what we paid for this one particular school would have probably paid for the both of them if we had passed that vote years ago.
Thank you.
But we only paid for one for the same price that we would have paid for 2 years ago. But I don't know, like, to me, it's amazing to me. Like, we're saying that we're putting ourselves and voting for ourselves, but people are playing political games in the background, asking people to run, not knowing who they are, not knowing their backgrounds, having them come forward to try to run and try to control the council. This is what's happening in real life time. I'm not meeting with other people on the side to try to say, hey, I need this seat, that seat, that seat. That's not the game that's being played on my end. I'm not being unethical. I am not trying to manipulate what the city is going to look like for the next 10 to 12 years. That is not my goal. My goal is to try to help the people, make sure that there's a good education for my daughters moving forward, make sure that there's better jobs, make sure that the police do the job for the taxpayer, not the federal government, to work for the people here in Holyoke, not the federal government. For me, it's important that we work here for us, for Holyoke first, Holyoke second, Holyoke last. Not one particular councilor, not one particular ideology, and not one particular mayor. If they give the mayor a raise, I didn't expect $130,000. If someone would have wanted to say, hey, maybe give him 105, maybe give him 107, I don't care. It has no bearing on me or any of that, even with the council stuff. I knew everyone was going to be against it, and I knew they were going to take this moment to grandstand and do their thing that they always do. I knew that. That's fine. The part for me that sticks out, true colors are being shown when at the one end you get upset that people call you out, but on the other end you do the same exact thing to a colleague, and it doesn't make any sense because none of this was my intention in being unethical, even though I'm constantly accused of that for it's been a couple years now. This is going to my 4th year. Before I even got in, I was being unethical, quote unquote. So ideally, I just wanted to kind of put that out there and say that people of Holyoke, please understand that we need to work together, and it's going to be hard to work together if the council can't work together because we are playing political games in the background. This is not Game of Thrones. This is not House of Cards. It's none of that nonsense. This is real life, not a movie, not a show. Even though some people like to watch us on TV, I get it. But ideally, we need to get the work going, and we need to get things moving. Sorry it's taken so long for this to come out. Had the committee gotten together and agreed to some of this stuff a long time ago, even if it would have came out with no recommendation, it would have came out a long time ago. Go back and look at the meetings. There's a bunch of meeting dates that we came up on this. You could say that it just came up all of a sudden and that we just rushed it through now because all of a sudden July 29th passed. If that fits your narrative, great. Go ahead and do your thing, run with it. I'm just telling you that if you do your research and you do your homework, you'll see that we've been meeting on this for quite some time already. It didn't just pop up last week or 2 months ago. With that, I'm good. Thank you.